So, this is the XTeink X4. Little e-ink device, reads EPUBs, fits in a pocket. If you've been looking at a custom firmware for this thing, there are a few options out there. Crosspoints is the most popular one, solid firmware, active community, and then there's MicroReader, which is more minimal and honestly my personal favorite before I started building on top of it. Nous is my personal fork of MicroReader. Same engine underneath, just the version I actually wanted to use day to day. The name Nous is a Greek philosophy term, roughly means mind or intellect. Felt right for a reading device. What actually makes it different? Before I show everything, worth saying upfront what the actual standout stuff is, because themes and stats exist in other firmwares too. The thing that's basically Nous only is hidden books. I'll show the property in a bit, and then the speed. Nous uses the same conversion system as MicroReader. Books opens instantly after the first convert. That's the thing I personally couldn't give up. Everything else is just small refinements that adds up. 4 themes. Codex is the default on a fresh install. Catalog style, numbered entries, read time per row. Style is quieter. Converted books get a centered dot marker. Chronicle is a clean traditional list. And minimal is closest to the stock MicroReader look if you want to stick with what you know. That last one means it's really 3 new ones, since one of them is basically MicroReader, just worth saying. Quick thing to explain since it's different from what some firmware does. Nous or MicroReader converts EPUBs into its own format, MRB files, before reading them. That first conversion takes a bit depending on the book, but after that, opening is instant. Closing too. Every time after that is just instant. So if you've just flashed and you've got a library on the SD card, you can either let it convert books one by one the first time you open each one, or, and this is the move if you have some time, hit convert all in settings and let it run through everything at once, per book progress as it goes. Do it while you're not using it, come back later, and your whole library is ready. And if you want it to run faster, there's an images toggle. Turning it off tells Nous to skip images inside books while reading, not just covers, all images, anything embedded in the text. If your books are mostly text and you don't need the images, this speeds things up noticeably and keeps the reading view cleaner. Reading itself, font size, line spacing, margins, justifications, all tunable. All of that comes straight from MicroReader and changed. Total time spent in each book, tracked per book, updates live while you're reading, not just when you close it. Auto sleep, 1 minute up to 30 or off. Configurable from settings, set it once and forget it. Okay, hidden books, this one's the unique one. Put EPUBs in a .hidden folder at the root of your SD card. They won't show up anywhere on the device. Not the book list, not recents, nothing. Completely invisible during normal use. To access them, you long press the back button, hold it for about 3 seconds, and release it. That's the trigger. So if you've got some reading material you would rather keep between you and yourself, you know what I mean. This is the feature for you. One thing to be clear about though, this is interface level hiding only. If someone physically takes out your SD card and looks at it on the computer, the hidden folder is sitting right there. It's not encryption, it's not protected. It just keeps things off the reader's screen during normal use. Good enough for casual privacy, not a security tool. Flashing it is straightforward. Grab the .bin file from the GitHub releases page, use the flash tool at crosspointreader.com, browser-based, nothing to install. One thing to check first, some X4s, especially from AliExpress, ship with USB flashing locked. Run the unlock tool at crosspointreader.com before you flash if that's yours. Do that first, then flash Nous. Everything's linked in the description. So that's Nous. Small project for a small device. If you're already on a firmware you like, no reason to switch. But if you want instant book opens, hidden books, basic reading time tracking, and something minimal that just gets out of the way, this is what I built for that. Free download, source code on GitHub. Links are all below. See you next time.